Hi, welcome back to my Blueprints Dare Mode 8 Dare Challenge series. This is the second part in the series. I am just starting day 4. In the last episode, I got my first 3 dares, and so far they're not too bad. Dare number 1, I dare you to never enter a room more than 3 times. This is definitely the worst one so far. Just have to be really careful that I'm not backtracking too much, or I could get a game over. Dare number 2, dare you to end each day with at least 1 gem. This one is really not bad at all. I just basically have to play like I'm down 1 gem at all times, and I never spend down to 0 gems unless I'm positive that I can find more, because I would hate to have a game over because of that. Dare number 3, just never draft the den. Pretty straightforward. And dare number 4, this is my new one today. I dare you to never draft all 5 rooms in a rank. This one is one that I've played with before as well, and it's a little annoying. It goes against the way that I like to play. I really like to shoot for, the 5 rooms on each rank as much as possible, especially in the first few ranks here, when you know that there's not going to be any locked doors and you can just kind of get a bunch of resources for free. So that, it won't be too hard to play around. It just limits my options a little bit, which is what I'm looking for. That's pretty much, the best dare that you're going to get is one that is never going to actually cause you to get a game over as long as you don't forget that it exists. So anyway, just drafting my outer room here. I have not picked any of these 3 yet. I love the shelter. It's probably like my favorite outer room period. So I'm gonna take this. This is the first time I've had it in this playthrough. There is a safe here, and I guess I'll go ahead and try to unlock it. This is day 4, and day 1 is November 7th, so day 4 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, November 10th. Day starts at 8 a.m., so I'm gonna set it for 10. Maybe I'll do 11, because, I'm not gonna sit here and wait when I'm recording a video, so I'm gonna try to come back to this later. Hope I don't forget, but even if I do, it's not, like, a big deal. It's just a free gem that I could get if I want it. I'm gonna go ahead and log into the network here. This reminds me I need to stop over in the grotto, too, because I need to shorten this login process. Get a little quality of life going. Okay, so remote terminal access, I'm gonna patch into the laboratory first thing. And this is gonna basically be my first priority right now, is getting 4 more dares, which you can only get through the laboratory, through experiments. Let's see what we've got here. Alright, so we do have added an additional dare to the dare list, and in the spirit of this challenge run that I'm doing, like I said, this is pretty much going to be first priority, that I want to get up to 8 dares, because that's kind of the whole point of this, is that I have to inconvenience myself as much as the game will let me, and try to succeed despite that. So that is what I'm going to choose for the experiment. As for the trigger, none of these are amazing. I'm probably going to be looking at no more than 2 triggers if I had to guess. I think the most consistent one here is going to be the shop room, so I'll go ahead and take that. The shops that I have access to at this point in the game are commissary, kitchen, locksmith. What else? Honestly, I'm just like drawing a blank. I can't remember, because I know there's some that you just can't see this early in the game, or they're at least very rare. Oh, aquarium is another one too. Aquarium counts as all room types, so yeah, I've got a handful of shops that I can choose from, and all I need to do is draw them. Fun fact that I discovered when playing some previous dare mode runs is, if you trigger the experiment and it adds a new dare, and that dare has been basically failed by you earlier in the day, it will count that retroactively and immediately end your day. So It's honestly just kind of funny when that happens. I can't even be mad at that, but I'm gonna be hoping that that does not happen to me here. I'll take the parlor, get some gems going. Over here, since parlor's going west, I'm going to take storeroom here. It's a pretty good spot for a dead end. Take the coins, and that will help me for the shop room that I'm planning on drafting. The east here, I definitely want to get in the corner because I want to get the conservatory if I can. The question is, do I go courtyard or spare room? I'm gonna go with the courtyard. Hope that I get an item in here. I don't see one, but I do see a trunk, which is nice. I've never really decided if I like opening these trunks when it's my only key. It's probably pretty safe right now because I'm still on my first few drafts here. Surely I'll find more keys. And a lot of the time, the trunks will have a key in them anyway, so you can just get the key back. In this case, that did not happen, but I did get more coins, which will come in handy in my shops. So I'm drafting kitchen here. This is the first experiment trigger. Dare number 5. I dare you to never exit the house from the entrance hall. This one is also pretty tricky. Thankfully, this one is not retroactive, or it would have just given me a game over right here. So basically, it's saying from now on, if I want to use the outer, like if I want to draft in the outer room, if I want to go through the fountain, the sealed entrance, anything like that, I need to go through the garage, which is annoying, but workable. Let's see here. I think I should probably just take the commissary. Like I said, my main goal at this point is just filling out the dare list, so even if it's not necessarily the smartest choice, I'm just going to be a little suboptimal on this day in the interest of getting my dares. Alright, so dare number 6. I dare you to never touch the center door in the entrance hall. Also apparently not retroactive since I already did that. That one is not too bad either. I have 25 coins, so I'm just going to go ahead and buy metal detector, shovel. I could get the sleeping mask, or I could just spend these coins in the kitchen. I think I'm going to save them for the kitchen, because if there's bacon and eggs in there, that would be amazing. And I will use my shovel here. Oh, it's interesting. There's only one dig spot. Usually I feel like if there's one in here, then there's 2, but I guess there's just one today. Okay, so there's no bacon and eggs. There is a club sandwich, or there's tomato soup that I could wait and potentially get more steps from later. However, I do have to keep in mind that I can't enter any room more than 3 times, so I'm not going to be allowed to do much doubling back today. In fact, so I've already touched the courtyard twice. I'm only going to be allowed to touch it one more time. So what I'm thinking right now is I'm going to continue drafting up this way until I hit a dead end, basically. And then I'm going to backtrack, use my one backtrack to go back this way. All that rambling to say, do I want to spend my coins on steps now? I don't really need to. And I know I'm going to double back this way anyway, so I'm just going to hold on to my coins for now, just in case I find something else that I want to do with them. Okay. Well, I cannot draft the den. My dares will not allow me to. I don't have the gem for secret passage, so my only choice here is bedroom. So I'm going to be doubling back a lot sooner than I expected to, but it's all good. I don't see anything in here, so let's go back right now. Let's see, do I want club sandwich? I guess okay, so I was thinking, do I want that or do I want the sleeping mask? But I just realized I can't get the sleeping mask anyway, because that would mean going through courtyard 2 more times when I'm only allowed once. So just saying goodbye to this little corner of the house now. I cannot touch it anymore at this point. Got a parlor puzzle here. Gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. Blue box is true. Okay, so all of these statements contain B's, so we know that this is true. We know that this is also true. This is false, meaning the gems are in a box that does not have the letter U, which is this one. Okay, spare room is my only option here to have the day continue. I'm gonna go with that. Here, oh no, I just realized this is a game over because I am not allowed to draft 5 rooms in a rank, and I just remembered that moments too late. So, all right, scratch everything that happened this day because it is not going to save.
And I will say goodbye to my dreams and the sea.
That is my second game over. My first one was when I accidentally ended the game or ended the day with 0 gems. So actually,
feels just
dares
like
2 and 4 are
defeat.
more deadly to me so far than dare number 1, which is the actual hardest. Brace yourself, there will probably be a lot more game overs to come because dare mode is tricky, especially when you're having to pay attention to 6 in this case, but soon to be 8 different dares at the same time. Which is honestly part of why I decided to record myself, because I feel like surely if I'm like talking through every decision out loud, it's kind of forcing me to think about it more and not go on autopilot. So in theory, that should help me, right? Clearly it didn't today, but there's always the next day. What I'm really hoping for here is that I'm going to draw the shelter again, because especially when I'm still trying to get up to 8 dares, getting that experiment going right away is going to be really good. But before I go that way, I'm going to go over to the grotto. I just remembered that I said I was going to do this, but I did not before, so just going to take a quick trip in here. Going to log into the admin network with, let's see, I think it's more R? Yep. Okay, so network settings, terminal timeout settings. I'm gonna set this to 1 month. And sure, I'll turn on the email settings, why not? Doesn't really do anything, but just for completion's sake, I'll go ahead and do that. And that should be the last time I need to come to this room for a while. I just want to save myself the annoyance of having to wait for it to log me in every time. It's a few extra seconds saved each time I do that. I'm going to head over to the outer room now. Fingers crossed that I draw another shelter, but I don't think it's guaranteed that I'm going to draw the same things that I did last time. Alright, so we don't have the shelter this time. We do have a trading post, which I drafted one other time, but then that was the other day that I got a game over, I believe. So I'm going to take the trading post again and hopefully not lose it this time. And the reason I'm taking this is for this Morajai box, which has an allowance token in it. Okay, right, I need to get the pink there, that there, and that there. Now I've got 2 allowance, which is not much yet, but, you know, eventually I'm going to want to have a decent amount of coins starting the day, so I can just have more options with the shops and stuff like that. Now my 4th dare should be the same. Yep, I dare you to never draft all 5 rooms in a rank. Let's hope that I do not forget again. Alright, so den I cannot take. My choices are storeroom or parlor. I'm going to take the parlor. Storeroom is really nice too, but I'm just kind of hoping I can get it somewhere where I know a dead end is going to be okay. Here I'm going to take the... I could take storeroom here. It's good because I'm planning on putting those coins to use, but breakfast nook is really tempting too. I'm gonna go ahead and take that because I want to get in the morning room. It's just a really good room in general, on top of the fact that I haven't gotten the upgrade disc from there yet, so kind of want to prioritize that. I'm gonna take the storeroom here. I'll try to remember that there's a dig spot there, but my dare number 1 does not allow me to double back very much, so I probably will not be getting to dig that up at any time, but just in case, I'll remember that it's there. This is not great. Could take security, and then I know I would have a terminal in case I do find an upgrade disc. Don't love wasting the door, but probably. I could take the guest bedroom too, but I don't know. I'll just take security. And I don't really want to mess with the security settings quite yet because I don't know if I'm going to get a utility closet or a key card. Here I will take the hallway. I had to think about that, but I think the doors are going to be nice here. Here's the morning room that I was looking for. And the other 2 options are dead ends, so this is a pretty no-brainer here. This will get me the upgrade disc. Then I can use that in security in a minute here. Take these gems, and did I see another item? Usually there's another item on this table, but I guess it didn't. Oh, I guess this trunk probably counts as the item, so I'm gonna open this. Lots more coins. So I'm gonna be looking for a shop, such as commissary here. That seems good. I'm gonna take that. I just have to remember now that I cannot draft here. So out of the parlor here, I need to go north and not west. Otherwise, I will get another game over. Sledgehammer. Now I'm wishing that I had waited and not unlocked that chest because I could have gotten it for free. Oh well. Running shoes are pretty good, but 4 gems is even better. So I'm gonna take that. Now, again, I have to be careful about doubling back too much, so I'm gonna focus on drafting this first. Spare room seems good, just in case, like, out of the parlor, now I actually have the freedom to take a dead end if I want. Because I know that I don't need a room going north from there. So that seems good. Now seems like a good time to double back, so I'm gonna do that. Use my upgrade disc. Boudoir. This is one of those rooms where, you know, I've kind of played through several save files at this point. I've always chosen the dice upgrade for the boudoir, and I just don't see any reason why I would ever pick a different one, to be honest. Dice are just really good, so gonna stick to the plan there and continue doing that. Also, I happen to know that there's a dare that you can get where you're just never allowed to eat fruit. Interestingly, which would be really funny if I picked the fruit upgrade to the boudoir and then I got that dare later. Okay, so this is the same parlor puzzle I just had, so I know that the answer is this one. Got a ridiculous number of gems now. Okay, so I want a dead end here because I cannot draft out of here without getting a game over, so guest bedroom is great. And it's giving me another gem, which I absolutely do not need. I wish that was a key card instead, but oh well. Alright, need to go this direction. Now I cannot double back anymore, or I will die. So if I were to find another upgrade disc, I would need a different terminal to put it into, otherwise it would be useless to me. Just have to keep that in mind. Okay, this is bad, because I cannot go straight, otherwise I will get a game over. So whatever room I pick here, the day is going to be over afterward. I have the choice of... I mean, really, it's no choice at all. I feel like the observatory is obviously the best choice here because it does get me a little bit of permanent progress with the stars. I'm gonna go into observatory. Just collect my little reward here. I can't do anything about that because I can't go back to the entrance hall anyway. Nor could I do anything anyway because I have no further path forward. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. It's sad that I didn't get any opportunity to get a dare experiment today, but what can you do? All right, moving on to day 5. At this point, the game is not going to give me any more dares on its own. It's just going to stay at 4. And the only way to add more dares is with the laboratory experiments. That's what I'm hoping to see today more than anything else. Grab my allowance here and head out to the outer room, hoping for a shelter. Shelter or tomb? I believe I already did stuff in the tomb on a day when I did not get a day over, so I do not need this for any reason right now. Definitely gonna go with the shelter. This will let me get the experiment going again, and it will also let me do the safe unlock. I don't know if I'll get an opportunity to come back here to look at the safe, but hopefully it'll register that I solved the puzzle anyway, and then I can get the gem next time I'm here. It is day 5 now, so that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. November 11th is day 5. And I'll do it for... I guess I'll just do 10 a.m. I don't think you have to be here at the designated time for it to register that you solved the puzzle. I could be wrong about that, but I guess we'll find out, because if it does unlock, then another red letter should show up here. I'll have to remember to check on that later if I don't get a chance to come back. Oh, wait. Almost forgot the experiment, the whole, main reason I was here. Wait, why is it taking long like this? Shouldn't it be shorter? Because I went to the grotto? Was that the day when I got a game over? I'm already losing track. Or maybe it's this part that's shortened. Doesn't seem shortened. I don't know. I could just be losing it. Okay, I did not get the dare experiment. That sucks. But, set your dice to 2 is a pretty good effect. I don't really love any of these triggers, because none of these are really guaranteed. But since this isn't a dare experiment anyway, Not too invested in the outcome of this regardless. I'll just pick something and move on. I'll just enjoy only having 4 dares while it lasts. These days are gonna seem so easy compared to what's to come. Okay, I'm going to take the pantry just because I don't love drafting a dead end as my first room of the day. Here, so here I know a dead end's better because I know I already have a path going north out of the west room there, so I'll take the closet. And over here, I'm gonna take drawing room. Seems good because then I know I can get at least 4 out of the 5 rooms on rank 1. Go check what I got in the closet. Key and a gem, pretty basic, but not bad. I'm just considering here, do I want to go east or west first? And I think I'll go east first. I still don't really know which way I prefer, but I just have to pick one sometimes. Breakfast nook. I'm gonna try redrawing just for fun, see what else I can get. All these are fine, but not like super excited about any of them. Storeroom is actually pretty nice because like when I draft out of the east here, I should be able to get a corner room and then another room going north, hopefully. So, I mean, the other option is chapel, but it wastes a door, which I don't love. I'm just gonna take the storeroom. Here, okay, so I don't need the laboratory because I already got an experiment. I could take the breakfast nook, but what I would really like is a conservatory, so I'm gonna try redrawing. And there it is. Perfect. Okay, what have we got here? Laundry room, workshop, chapel. I love workshop. It's one of my favorite rooms, so I'm definitely making that commonplace. Chapel, commonplace is good. Chapel is a really good room. Laundry room, I've never... Like, I feel like this room maybe has a lot of potential that I just haven't seen in the past. I feel like I've never really made good use of this room. I don't know. I'm kind of fine with it being rare. Sure, there's amazing things you can do with this room. I just haven't figured them out, so I'm going to leave it at rare. Spare room, perfect. Can't take the den, otherwise that's definitely what I would choose here, but my dares will not allow me to, so I'm going to take... I'll definitely be drawing workshop again since I made a comment, so I'm gonna go with the parlor here because I would rather go left instead of straight. Get another new parlor puzzle here. Every box is black, false. Every box contains gems, false. So this is true. Statement on one of the other 2 boxes would be true if you replace the word every with the word this. So, this box contains gems, this box, okay, so it's this one. Commissary seems good. I'll take that. I'm going to be backtracking now. I caught a glimpse out of the corner of my eye that there's a security door in this room, and I do not have a key card yet. So whatever I buy here, I might not be able to come back to this room in the future. I don't feel like I need 4 more gems when I already have 6 of them, so I'm gonna take a shovel. And I could buy 2 gems, or I could buy a magnifying glass, which, with the workshop being common now, there's a chance I could turn this into a burning glass later if I find the metal detector, but that could be a long shot, so I don't know. I'll just take the gems. These rooms all have 2 strikes on them now, so that means I can double back here once, but no more than that. Actually, drawing room has 3, so I'm just locked off. I cannot go this way anymore. Unless I... No, never mind. I can't. Okay, so I'm gonna start drafting the west side of the house now. And I need to remember I'm not allowed to draft here or here. So I need a room that goes straight north here. And I got workshop, perfect. Sledgehammer is pretty good. I cannot make anything here at the moment. I'll just keep moving forward. Hallway would be good. So, okay. Again, I can't draft all 5 rooms in a rank, so I either need to leave this one blank or this one. So, effectively, a hallway really only has 1 door here because I can't draft out of both of them. In that case, I'm going to take the observatory because that way I'm not wasting a door, and I also get the permanent progress from the star. West Wing Hall. Pretty much my only option here. Gymnasium is amazing because I am running out of paths to take here, and Gymnasium opens up another door that I didn't have before, so definitely going to take that. On the car keys, which is interesting, I have not opened the car yet, so if I manage to find the garage now, then I could get myself an upgrade disc. Security kind of goes hand in hand with that, so that I'll have somewhere to put the upgrade disc if I do find it. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. Corridor seems like the best choice here. Question is, which way do I want to go first? I have to be very careful about doubling back because of my first dare. I really have to make very intentional choices here about which direction I want to go first. I'm going to go up this way first because what I'm hoping for is to find a garage and then maybe another good dead end, and then I can double back through the corridor. I have heard that if you choose not to take a garage once, it becomes less likely to see it again, so I'm not really counting on seeing it, but it can show up again. Patio, that's kind of useless for me right now. Billiard room could be good. Breakfast nook is a guaranteed key, which I also need. I'm going to take the billiard room because key card would be really nice to find. Or it could have a secret garden key, which would also be great. Here, I do have the freedom to take a dead end here if I so choose, so I could go planetarium. Locksmith, I don't really have coins for this, so that seems a little pointless. I'm just gonna take the planetarium. There's no reason for me to go in there right now, but at least now I know I can double back and end the day there for some extra stars. Alright, so 4, 5, 11, 18, 7 minus 4 is 3, 14 minus 7 times 2 is 14. 12 minus 3 is 9. 9 times 1 is 9. And we got 2 keys, which is nice. Especially if I don't find the garage. Which seems like it's pretty likely at this point. Okay, so here I can either take the aquarium and waste a door but get more rooms to the east, or I can take the laboratory and go north. I think the aquarium's probably the better choice here. I'm leaving a lot of empty space over here that potentially won't get filled. As a reminder, I'm not allowed to double back through the entrance hall in the drawing room at this point. So this door that I had in commissary is basically dead to me now. Even if I did find a key card to open it, I just have no way of getting back to it, so... Let's see. I think I'm going to pick the aquarium. It's unfortunate. I am wasting one of my shelter charges on it because it counts as a red room, but as far as I know, sheltering the aquarium doesn't actually do anything since it doesn't have a downside normally. Pool is good here. Kitchen is also interesting because it goes north, but I think pool is probably the better choice here. I have not encountered the pump room yet, so that's something that's on my mind that would be nice to get because it would let me drain the fountain, which could lead to good things later with permanent progress. Nursery would be my first bedroom, and you know, if this day ends up going long, which I'm not really expecting, but if it did, then the steps could come in handy. Boudoir would get me dice and not a whole lot else. I guess dice and 1 gem, but it is a dead end. I'm just gonna take the nursery. I just don't like wasting doors. These are not good options, so now I'm honestly wishing I'd taken the boudoir and then I could re-roll this, but I guess I'll take the laboratory. Because I really don't want to dead end myself here. What was my experiment again? When you spend 2 or more gems would... Okay, so I have not done this at all yet. If I did do that, then I would get 2 dice for it. Oh, ballroom is interesting. Ideally I would want a corner room and then I could go to the... Well, actually, no, I'm just now remembering. Okay, so I can't draft 5 rooms in a rank. So whatever I do here, I'm not going to be able to go north at this point. There's just no way that I can get to the north. So I might as well take the ballroom, get the experiment trigger. And then I do get a free gem when I go in here because it'll set my gems to 2. At this point, I don't really know what I'm hoping for. Just maybe I can draft something that'll give me a little bit of permanent progress. Like pump room would be good. So, okay. I have a choice here. I can either go to the west and then get 1 room there, or I can go to the east and get 1 room there, but I can't draft both of them. I could... Either the library is going to give me less common floor plans, or the boudoir is going to give me 2 re-rolls on whatever I draw. I honestly don't know which of these is going to be better. So I'm just going to go with the boudoir. Then I suppose this will give me a little shortcut back to the planetarium to end my day, if nothing else. If I do draft a room that goes straight out of here. Oh, I didn't remember that I haven't done this safe yet. Not that it matters too much, but now I have another red letter unlocked. Look pretty in my blueprint screen. Grab the dice. Now I get one final draft here, and that'll be it for this day. None of these do anything, so I'll redraw. Kochek, is that any use to me? I could Kochek the car keys, but that's kind of unexciting. I don't know. It is like a guaranteed benefit to some future day, just not a big benefit. So I'm gonna, since I have 3 more dice, I'm just gonna keep rolling. See if I can get something else. Locker room, I don't think that really does anything for me either. Pump room, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take this. I'm not even gonna pick those coins up because I just do not need them for any reason. Okay, so when the pump room is not powered, I do not have access to the reserve tank. I think the best thing that I can do is fill up the kitchen, the greenhouse, and the pool, and drain the fountain. Without the pump room being powered, I cannot fully drain the reservoir, nor can I empty the fountain and set the reservoir to 12 at the same time. So, as far as I know, that's the best thing I can do. So, okay, what's the first step here? Go with the fountain and start draining it. What's next? Fill up the kitchen. It's the 4th pipe here. Fill the greenhouse. That's this pipe. Drain the fountain some more. Fill the pool. Then drain that last bit out of the fountain, and then that should be all I can do here for now. So this is nice because if and when I find the basement key, that means that I can potentially go to the fountain and unlock the basement door there, or hopefully I'll be finding a foundation at some point. I don't know why that relates to the fountain. I don't know why I said that, but just thinking about the basement key, I guess. Thinking ahead of myself. And then the filled greenhouse is going to be really good too. I haven't gotten a greenhouse yet, but it becomes a really nice room when you have the water flowing to it. So at this point, all I have left to do is just go back to the planetarium. Oh my god, I just heard the music from the ballroom start playing, and I thought it was game over music, and I was so mad for a second. I'm glad that's not what it actually was. I was like, what do you mean it's a game over? I haven't gone through here 3 times. Okay. Made it to the planetarium. End the day, and I know that I do not have a game over today, so I'm gonna call that a win. It's a pretty good day. I got the pump room and I got 3 stars. Okay, so I have time for one more day right now. See if I can get some dares added to the list this time. I I think when I get Dare 5 and 6 again, they're going to be the same ones that I got last time. But I have not seen what the 7th and 8th Dare are going to be, so really excited to find out. I'm guessing that I will not have the shelter again because I had it yesterday, but that would be the best possible case for the outer room. Okay, so trading post is useless. I already opened the Morajai box in there. Ghoul Shed is great. I love items. Ryan is not... Well, actually, just bear with me a second. I'm gonna pull up the wiki just to see what the blessings are, because it's possible that whatever I could get with 1 or 2 coins would be good. I just don't remember which blessing that is, so just give me a moment here. I don't know why I'm like... Okay, I guess I'm looking at the wrong page. It needs to be the Shrine Blessings page on the wiki instead of just the Shrine. Okay, so one gold gets me Blessing of the Dancer for 3 days. 2 gold is just the same thing. So Dancer is the one that lets me rotate floor plans, which is pretty nice. So I could have that effect for 3 days, or I could just get 2 items. I'm gonna go with the Shrine. That honestly sounds pretty good. Especially with this dare where I'm not allowed to draft all 5 rooms in a rank. I'm especially vulnerable to getting rooms that are facing a way that I don't want them to face. So Blessing of the Dancer should actually help with that quite a bit. I did not remember until this moment that it actually costs gems to spin them, so that's obviously a big drawback, but at least I have the option now, and it will probably come in handy at some point. Although I do need to keep in mind that I need to keep at least 1 gem at all times, because if I end the day with 0 gems, I will get a game over. Parlor is good. Go with the observatory. I feel like I'm on kind of a streak with getting more stars right now, and kind of want to keep that going. Spare room will let me get in the corner, hopefully get an observatory. Or not observatory, a conservatory. Did not get lucky, but I did get a laboratory, which is my other highest priority. So I'm gonna start an experiment here. Show me the dare experiment. Yes, okay. Triggers here are find trash while digging, archive floor plan, or draft a hallway from another hallway. All of these are not good, I feel like. Because I don't have a shovel yet, there's no guarantee that I'll even find a shovel, so this one could be useless. Archive floor plan would require me to find and draft the archives, which is not likely. And also I hate the archives, I would rather not draft it. So I'm gonna do this one, and just, if I get the opportunity to draft a hallway from a hallway, I'll keep in mind that that is now a higher priority for me to do, so I can trigger the experiment. Okay, I've got 3 rooms with 3 doors to choose from. I don't have any gems, so I have to take the chapel. And at this point, I'm considering if I want to go double back through the observatory or go through the chapel first. I'll just keep going this way. Corridor just connects it to the observatory. It really does nothing for me. Pantry is probably the choice here, so I can keep a different path going. Greenhouse. I was just talking about how this room is better now because I put water in it, but I cannot afford to draft it. And I'm course, now realizing I did spend myself down to 0 gems when I said that was a very bad idea. But it was all to take the observatory and the laboratory, which are both really good, so just live with that and assume that I'm gonna find more gems. Actually, I have the parlor. What am I even saying? Of course I'm gonna find more gems. So, okay, broken lever. Probably not gonna do anything for me, but you never know. Corridor's good here. Or I could take a storeroom. Actually, that's probably better. I have no resources at all right now, so storeroom's actually good because it gives me a little bit of everything. Of course, I will lose one of those coins going through the chapel, but such is life. Breakfast nook is good. I don't really want to spend this gem on a courtyard where I'm only getting to use one of the 2 doors. So I'm gonna take the corridor. Okay, this is terrible because now I know that I can't get past rank 3 on this day. So maybe I underestimated this dare where I can't draft 5 rooms in a rank. That's really proving to be like a really big issue for me. Freezer, I guess. I mean, now I'm wishing I had the parlor first. Nursery is completely pointless. Den is illegal, so freezer it is, I guess. Just have some more gold tomorrow. Nothing else. One extra gem. I don't think there's really any point for me to go into the freezer because I have no way to melt it. So at this point, I guess I'm just going back to the parlor. Seeing what I can draft out of there. I'm not going to be able to trigger this dare, which is really annoying. Or trigger the experiment to get a dare, I should say. I did get a star out of this day, so it's not a complete waste, but my progress is definitely very slow right now. I don't even... I think it's probably a misplay to even do this parlor puzzle, because then it'll just be harder the next day for no reason when I can't pick up the gems right now. None of these really do anything for me either, so I might as well just take the bunk room, because I don't think I've drafted it yet. Might as well just add it to the directory, and then that is going to be the end of my day. Can't do anything else. That is where I'm going to end this episode. I didn't really make a whole lot of progress. I at one point got up to 6 stairs, but then I had a game over on that same day, so lost them, unfortunately. I am up to 4 dares now, with the addition of the latest one, so that's where I'm going to be picking up next time and hoping to get shelter, laboratory, etc., get some experiments going, and get some more dares added. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.